And now we're recording.
Right now?
Right now.
Right now?
Interesting.
But I got something in my eye.
I'm not ready.
It's your finger,
I'm
Thomas.
not ready.
It's your
Get your
finger
finger
that's in
out of
your
your
eye.
eye.
I got something in my eye. I don't know what it is.
Well, hey. Welcome to the WKN podcast.
Oh,
We are
we
season
started?
2. We're actually started, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
So
shoot. Okay.
hold on, season 2, episode 21. And this is a podcast where we generally try to talk about anything and everything four-wheel drive, Jeep,
But we
any other
don't.
four-wheel drive, but we don't. So, but we drive four-wheel drive, so I think it counts.
We talk about
Counts.
Do
everything
we?
but four-wheel drives.
Yeah, we don't even like four-wheel drives. I don't know why. We should all be in, I don't know what
Two-wheel
else.
drive.
Yeah,
Or
two-wheel. Anyway,
one-wheel
or
drive.
bicycles. Yeah. These are
Yeah.
our hosts.
Unicycle.
Who's our host tonight, guys? We're missing Stacy.
Yeah, we're missing Stacy again this week. She's working late.
Yeah.
Oh, Thomas. Hey, what's up?
And Crab Apple in the corner.
The Jesse James look?
Which corner is that? I can't see because the bill of my hat's so low. It's like, oh yeah, there he is. Dustin.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm Sylvia. And yeah, this is going to be, I swear that we've said this the last 3 or 4 times. It's going to be a really short one. We're so busy. But yeah, we just got back from SMORR, which stands for Southern Missouri Off-Road Ranch.
Wait,
And
Oh,
Stacy! Did you know
Stacy's
she was going
here.
to be on?
surprise!
Thomas had to know.
No, I
was
didn't know. I
wondering.
didn't have
He's
a
in his
clue.
same house.
Good thing my girlfriend wasn't here.
Whoa.
I am supposed to be at work though.
Yeah,
See,
I was like,
don't mean my
I-
girlfriend
well,
while
I
Stacy's
left-
at work. This is
I left
Stacy
work.
with a Y.
yeah,
Oh,
Got it.
nice.
it's Staacy.
Yeah,
Stacy.
Stacy.
Yeah, she's supposed to
I
be at
was
work.
not supposed to be at work, but went to work anyways, and then left work not feeling well. So
So instead, she's not feeling well with us, which is much better. So it's great. But yeah, so yay, Stacey. Anyway, so we were saying this is going to be fast because it's Tuesday, because Monday we were driving, because we were at, like I said, SMORR, Southern Missouri Off-Road Ranch in Seymour, Missouri.
Yes.
And it was very far away, and we're all very tired. And my camper is still full. I haven't even taken the groceries out. I did take the dirty clothes out. I did not get groceries for my house yet. So we just had to go grab something to eat because I'm like, we don't even have anything to eat here. And when I woke up this morning, I was literally like a drunk. So I get wheeling hangovers like I used to do cheer hangovers. Or did you guys feel like drunks this morning because you were so tired? Were you so
Not
tired?
really. I was tired, but
I
not
was
really.
tired.
Oh,
I
I was
mean,
so tired.
I could have done another 3 days,
I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
at work
especially night rides.
for 5 days, so I'm good.
I want some
Thomas.
more night rides.
I hate night rides.
More night rides.
Night rides are a problem. But we figured we just kind of touch
They're
really
fun problems.
quickly on some stuff that happened this weekend. But next week, you guys will have to tune in because we're going to go into more full detail of the park with some of the people that were with us. So we're going to discuss some of our favorite trails, some of the sketchy ass stuff that I went to bed for because I know nothing good happens at night on night rides. I know. So
Well,
told Scotty.
the first one was an easy. The second night, I was like, I led the both nights. First night we took it easy, which we'll go into way more detail next week.
Yeah.
The second night, it got a little sketch, and Sylvie's like, "All right, I'm going to bed." So
As
she
soon
left.
as
She didn't even get on the
as soon
trail.
as you guys said that you didn't
We
that
were
you
literally in
barely
the parking
fit.
lot, like we had one tire on the trail, and then like you're like, I'm gonna need somebody to push me over this tree because
I'm like, no, I'm leaving.
I'm like, okay, great. It'll be another 8 hour freaking thing to get
Trail.
everybody, all 15 of us through this
After
trail.
we got through that one spot, everybody else was great. It was just us getting through that one spot.
Well, I know, but I'm as big as Thomas. I'm just not as long, and I have those
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse lights. So
Your
I knew.
lights
I
would
was
have
like,
been fine. It would have been the
Right.
back
It
corner of your
was,
top over the driver passenger door, driver
yeah, I
side
don't want to.
passenger door.
yeah.
And I just
It was
fixed
your,
my
it was
top.
the height.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the
I
height
knew.
that got in you.
I knew.
But
I knew I was too tall for that. I'm like, nope, not
And
today.
then Sunday night we decided we got a little late start because Scotty was talking to Amanda, which is fine. But we got a way later start than we anticipated,
Yeah,
and it turned into an extra late night.
That's what I
just so
heard.
people are
the
aware
voice of
that
reason wasn't in the side, in the
I was
passenger.
leading
where were
again,
you?
but
Where were
trail
you
guy
at, Stacy?
Dominic decided to choose.
At home or at the Airbnb.
You didn't come?
No, she wasn't
No.
feeling good.
Oh,
After
I
we
didn't even
got
know.
back, she
I didn't
wasn't
know.
feeling
I
good.
had no idea.
Amy was
there?
not there either. It was
Amy
just
was.
John.
Stayed
Amy
in the
was
Jeep.
there. She
Was
was
she
just
there?
hanging out in the Jeep.
Okay.
And Amy didn't say no. This is a bad
She was
thing.
all the
She
way in the
didn't. She
back.
didn't see it. She was. They were the tail.
Yeah. So
The
I don't
voice of
know.
reason was not
Do you
with me,
guys
but the voice of
remember?
reason was going in my head when I started getting to a certain point, and I see a tree and a bank into the tree going around it, a right hand turn.
And you're able to reach out your window like this and kiss the
No,
dirt.
not at that point. Not at that point. Not at that
Bad
point.
plan.
But we'll get more to
Well, we're
that.
going to actually talk about that. Yeah. But
We'll get to
do
that
you
next
guys
week.
remember? Okay, so we all got there. Us and Scotty. We left Kentucky Thursday morning and got there Thursday night and set up camp, which their campground is really nice.
It
It
was
is
nice.
all gravel. Yeah, it is all gravel. And they're a little close to each other, but
Just
the thing that kind of stunk for us is everybody seemed to know everybody, so they were very happy to be close together. We were like in the middle of all these people who were friends, and we didn't know nobody, and we're not friendly like that. So I did meet one person who had a cat named Spruce, and it was a blue hairless cat, so it was kind of neat. So that was the only person outside of our camp that I talked to. And then yeah, of course we were looking like other people's
so
campers.
Dustin was
But
petting a hairless kitty cat.
hairless kitty cat, not his
I
wife's.
was.
It's fine. some random blue one. It did.
Dustin was getting
This is-
around.
My
This is-
wife's is not blue, just for
Yeah,
just for that.
I don't
a
have
blue
any kind of blue
waffle.
cats at my house. So if you guys like listen though, and I hope I don't get us kicked out forever, but if you've never touched a hairless cat, like one of those Sphinx cats,
Oh, I have.
they're so
Not that
strange.
kind. Not that kind, Tom.
They're
It does
so-
not feel the same. I'll tell you that right
the
now.
lady said he feels like his owner. He feels like a ball sack, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to touch it now. But they're very strange feeling for a cat. Oh, it's
I think Savannah needs one for graduation present.
No.
you know,
she does not.
this one actually wasn't that yucky because I have seen them where they're kind of gross. But this one actually looked pretty clean. Maybe it's because it was blue instead of that peach color.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you have to put them in like little sweaters and you have to put sunscreen and stuff on them. Did you know that? And lotion. That's probably why it felt like that because it was a little grippy. It was like
She
a
lived the cat.
microfiber towel,
He
but
lived the kitty.
like a skin microfiber towel. It was really weird. But yeah, so Friday we all drove down, or Thursday, and then Friday, us 3 Jeeps were going out to scout, and of course, none of us planned anything. So I tried to quickly throw a
I told
plan
you I
together.
don't
and
plan
that
nothing.
flew out-
I just go.
Yeah, that flew out
But-
the window in about 45 seconds.
S'more is very well marked.
Yeah, and their
So
map.
you
I wish their
really
maps
don't
were
have
bigger.
to. You don't have to mark anything out. You just pick a trail, go,
Go.
and then you can literally follow the map where you want to go.
I still
It
don't
was
live my
really
life
easy.
like that, so that was stressful for me. But I actually wanted to come home and map out just in case we went back because I'm like, I just feel like I need to map it out. But
I mean, we
that's-
only hit like a third of the
Part of the
entire
trail, yeah.
park in 3 days. Like it's.
I feel like
a
if you
humongous
wanted to
park.
hit it all, you'd need to at least kind of make a plan for each day.
And
But
some
do
of
you
the
remember?
some of the easier trails too are in between extremely hard ones.
Right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
So there's
Like,
a
you're like, oh, we're
possibility
gonna
that
go-
you may not even
you
get
might
to
end up on a
easy trail
6.
because of how hard it is.
Also,
That's the thing. If you work your way to like the south west corner of the map, then
Ain't getting out.
it's 5s and 6s all the way back unless you just
You
turn
better
around and
turn
go back
around
to
and
6.
go back.
And guys, 5s and 6s are out of 6, not out of 10. So that was my thing. Whenever I first, I was like, oh, 5s and 6, I ain't worried about this. I'm into 8, 9, and 10. No, their 6s are
No,
definitely 10s. Some
their
of their
their
6s
sixes are
are 11s
probably
or 12s.
harder than tens.
Yeah, they're pretty, some of them are pretty redunculous. But do you remember Friday when I was being super, I feel like I was being super careful because I just had this feeling this whole week that either I was going to break a mirror, break my top, or flop. And then I know. So that's why I was like, I'm not interested in any of that. And then I guess maybe it wasn't me who was getting close to flopping. I was I was stressed
He
out
was
about it.
glutton for punishment all weekend. So we'll go into that later. But yeah, if anybody's going to get damaged, it's going to be Thomas.
Yeah. Ding dong. But
As long as you don't wind up upside down, we're good.
Right.
But
That's what I'm
coming.
like. But yeah, I was like, oh gosh, we need to get roll cages on the quickness.
I
Anyway.
did find a small, well, not small, but a pretty fanned out dent on the passenger
really?
rear.
On a passenger where?
Rear,
Rear.
the passenger basically. So
Like in
on
the
the
bed?
bed,
Door
up
or
towards
bed?
the front.
Yeah, where things are missing. I'll put it that way.
Oh,
Did you hit a
yeah,
tree, do you
we'll get
think?
into
Do
that.
you think you hit something worse? Or it could
I
have been
think
like
where
how
we went poof into the creek, that's where it all happened. Yeah.
is it the bottom or like on the side?
It's on the middle top. I can't take a picture of it because you really won't be able to see it.
The top
so
of
do you
your
know,
bed?
So think about, Dustin, think about where those things
The bed
are.
about right in here, where the fender line is.
Yeah.
Maybe just below the fender line, but in the middle from the inner fender to where it butts to the cab of the Jeep.
Because think about how
somewhere
whenever I
right in
lost
there.
my light, when my light popped out, it dented kind of a side of it. That's probably
But it's
how
not that
happened.
far back. It's literally in the middle of the Jeep.
Interesting.
Weird. No, not your light, your other thing.
I think when we hit that big hole in the creek, I think that's when it like all that happened. Yeah.
So
yeah,
about right there.
So I wonder if it got pushed up forward
Somewhere right
and
in there.
dented you. Interesting.
Popped in there. There's like an underwater tree stump.
Yeah.
Pushed it in, knocked your fender off.
But the only way I noticed it is when I got close to my Jeep. I didn't notice it until
Far
then.
away.
No.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's not like
a
small, like
I mean,
a
you know
pin
what that
dent.
means? You know what
It's
that
kind
means,
of fanned
Thomas?
out. Huh?
So you know what that means now.
That's the wrong
Not
side.
bobbing the bed.
That's time for the bob bed.
Wouldn't have helped any damage up there, sir. Wouldn't have helped.
But I know, but
No,
the
you
damage,
replace the
the
whole
damage
bed.
is there. You're gonna have to replace the whole bed anyway, so you might as well get the bob one.
Thomas ain't gonna live with that dent. He's gonna have to replace it.
Hit up Motobuilt.
And you'll get a new tailgate.
I haven't
out of it,
replaced my
Thomas.
rear bumper now. There's probably like 30 dents in that thing right now.
I forgot how bad John's was. His right side light, the backup light, is like it's hanging down like halfway. Like
John's rear bumper's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's
that was
bad.
from 2X.
Yeah.
So I guess that we also
Freaking
need to say
2X.
when we're talking about like the 1 through 6 numbers. So it was a torrential downpour the whole time we were there. Like thunder and lightning so bad that the boys that were in tents, their tents flooded, and then they got nervous and went and stayed in their Jeeps because of the lightning. That was sketchy. But so that means that every trail number goes up by like 1 or 2. It was crazy. Now Friday it wasn't like that because it didn't rain, but Saturday and Sunday it was definitely raining.
Yeah, 1.1 creek bed that we drove in on Friday had very little water in it. Was literally a river on
the
Saturday.
Next day was swallowing my 40s. I showed Savannah a video today and she's like, "Did you drive in that?" Yeah, we did. Multiple times. My undercarriage, I have never went wheeling and my undercarriage is cleaner than whenever I left, and it is today. Like the rest of my Jeep is really muddy. My underside is nice and clean. Squeaking like a mofo, but it's clean. It's clean. My steering stabilizer is embarrassing right now.
Yeah, it's pretty much done.
It's
It's
squeaking
done.
now.
Every time I turn it, it's like,
Right.
Whenever you put your new one on, Thomas, we'll take your old one.
did you get a new one?
You bought one on Marketplace.
You bought one on Marketplace? Is that what you said?
Hmm.
It was a she says it's been almost a month now.
Is it new?
I'd say it's may have been used for less than a month.
Hmm. Is it the same kind that you have?
Mhm.
Interesting. I didn't know if you bought it because it was something different completely.
Well, I was planning on putting it on, but then when we go to do axle swap, my axles are going to go on Stacy's JK on Stitch. And so I was going to try and maybe hold off and putting that stabilizer on when we
So
do the
yours is
axle swap for
broken.
her.
Yeah.
So she can have a new one on hers.
Yeah.
So then Stacey's gonna start wheeling Stitch right after you put those in.
That's the plan. Because then I'll have lockers.
All right.
It's hard to
Lockers
do
and at least
everything without
37s.
lockers.
At least
No, I know.
37s.
Ask
Maybe
poor
40s.
David. I'm sure David will attest to that. Come on, baby. I kept hearing my steering stabilizer outside of the door. It was I'm like, what is that? It was Lola. She's like, where the hell are you, Mama? Where the hell are you? So
Too funny.
but no, I had a great time. Trying to think of what else did we do without telling too much. I feel like we got to see a lot of the park, and we got into some kind of sketchy things for sure, even during the day. So that's not even counting the night rides that I was a good girl and stayed home in my bed at 0 degree pitch and roll.
Well,
And
the
at 0
first night
degree.
ride wasn't bad. We did all
Yeah,
pretty
but
mild stuff.
that's when it
I
first
kept
started
us
raining.
on all ones and twos. I kept us on all ones and twos, unlike
Someone else we know.
Thomas and
So,
Scotty
and
made
Scotty
two
too.
and three.
Scotty's a bad influence too.
Well, him and Dominic are the ones that selected those trails to start with for Sunday night.
Well, we were at
That's
the
not even
campsite.
good.
We were at the campsite the last night, and he's like, "If it ain't a 3, I ain't even going on a night ride." And you're
Who
like,
said
"Let's
that?
go, Scotty."
Well, Scotty's the one who picked night two's first
Appaloosa.
one too. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
we're
He
like,
was
all
Oh
right.
yeah, Scotty
yeah he
did.
was leading.
Scotty was doing. He started night 2. He did
Yeah,
lead night 2.
Yeah. But and that's yeah.
trail guide Scotty.
He,
I think
he got trail
anytime we
guide
put
Scotty, you got trail guide Dominic, and trail guide Thomas. You're looking for trouble for real.
well, and I was so proud of Dominic because he helped me find that one trail finally. Between him, they got that. Well, he thought it
And
was
and it was worse
a side.
on Sunday for sure than it was Friday
Oh
when
yeah,
we
yeah.
originally went through it because I really don't remember it. I remember a little bit of it, but on
It
Friday,
was washed out pretty bad.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I know because I definitely went up higher on day one. Yeah, I went up higher passenger on that one, and I went driver this time, and Dustin was like making out with the rocks on the side. But I didn't have anybody to walk me through it either, so there's that. But yeah, it's the thing about whenever you're leading, you just gotta figure it out. And then there's that other one that Dustin's like, we're not doing this, are we? We had to be like, let me call in my backup. Guys, can we make a
And we did
collective
it.
decision? And we
And we
did.
did it.
Dustin's like,
I
seriously,
mean,
we're freaking doing
like
that?
it looked way worse when you were up on top of the hill and you had to go down and go back up the other one. It's like we got up at the top of the hill and I was like, "Hold up here because I don't know where we're going because we're probably not making
We
it
ain't
up
going that
that."
way.
And
That way
they
was
started
way
walking the
better than the
creeks.
other two ways.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, once you got up, once you went down and they got up on the rocks,
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
as bad as it looked.
No.
Did you guys watch that video I sent of them dropping in on I already forgot what that damn thing was called. That the doe skid. Did you guys watch? I sent it in the thing. It was that like 8 foot waterfall drop. I
Mm.
sent side by sides going over it yesterday in the I think in the SMORR chat.
Okay.
Yeah, they are nuts. Like this is the this is the waterfall, and they're like down just a little bit, and then they just, as soon as they start going down, they must kick their back ends out, and then they're just like ramping. It's crazy. There were 7 or 8 of them down there. It's like, yeah,
Well,
we
side
can't
by
do
side is
that.
a lot different than especially.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But I was like, I need to see a Jeep go down that or up it, I guess. But
I don't think you
We're
not
not
our,
going to.
not ours. But I hit something so hard that I broke my sub box.
Oh, you had your sub box back there too? I thought you took it out.
Nope.
Nope.
How did you
Didn't have,
break your sub box?
like the legs. I must have and it was L bracketed into my floor, and the L bracket broke. That was screwed in.
Oh, the wood broke and then it twisted the L bracket. The L bracket literally comes up, down, down and up,
The
but
L
then
bracket is an
the
S
top half
bracket,
was like twisted almost
like a
180
curlicue.
degrees.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I don't even know
Yeah.
how you did that.
You know what? It was when we were going up, when we were on day 2 after we came out of the creek and we were all going up, we all had to hit those ledges so hard because John hit it even so hard, his ice chest almost came
I know.
out of the
Yeah.
back
I
of his
guarantee you
bike.
that's when it was. It had to have been
Yeah,
somewhere then. Because
I guarantee
we,
you.
how I have my sunglass holder up on my visor, and I have like a couple business cards in there and a couple like and I have my glasses in there. When I went up that, it's
Hmm.
all of that flew out at me, and somehow my glasses ended up like I was sitting on my glasses and didn't even realize it. Like somehow it had thrown me forward enough that my glasses went behind me and down and didn't get smashed.
Oh,
It
wow.
was, yeah, it was a violent hill. Well, I don't know. Do you remember what hill that was called?
I have
Violent
I
to
don't
Hill.
look it
remember.
back up, but
I feel like most of those places were violent.
Yeah, we'll go over all the trails that
Yeah.
we went on over the last 3 days on
Oh, I hope
there
you're writing
next
that
week.
down because,
We'll need to do like a checklist or
yeah,
basically a bullet point so we can check off. Actually make
yeah.
some notes.
That's your week, Thomas. So you go ahead, okay? You did a good job. I just got to
I know we
refresh.
did Pee Wee Crossing like 4 times, or at least
Yeah.
parts of
We're
it.
on and
I
off
literally
of it.
just
Yeah.
I wrote down SMORR day 1, day 2, day 3, and 30 minutes on my clock. So I done hit all my points.
Well, what's going on this weekend that
Oh my
you
gosh. Yeah.
were kind of
Yeah, I am like I love helping, but then sometimes like I say yes, and then I saw this thing today, and it said, what was it was pretty much like, why do I always add more whenever I know that I'm barely keeping what I'm doing right now together, I was like, yeah, that's me. But
but it's for
there
a good
is,
cause. It's for a good
oh,
reason.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
the
Like,
reason
how do
why
you
we
say,
decided to do it. That's why we
yeah, so
decided to say, yeah, we'll make time for this
we'll figure it
specific
out. I
event.
don't know how. I still don't know how I'm going to figure it out. So when we were at the veterans that built garage, we got approached by someone that was telling us about this gentleman who was a veteran who had passed out and got hurt at work and then died. And they were trying to do a benefit for his family because he's only like 40, so it's so sad. Just the whole thing was just messed up and sad. So yeah, that was 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
And it's for this coming weekend. And of course, I'm like, we're talking to them on Sunday, and I know that I'm leaving Thursday, and all my off days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I'm going to be gone. And then I have to work late today, tomorrow, and then Thursday,
Yeah,
and then
today's
Friday.
Tuesday, if we didn't say
Yes.
that.
So my only off
Yes.
day my only off day that I was going to be at home doing nothing, which I really need to be like doing my camper and stuff like that. I'm instead going to be building trophies, and not just 4 like normal,
Like 15.
16, I think.
Is it
15.
So it's
16
okay.
now?
Like it's
It's
more
no,
close to like 20, I
Is it
thought.
15?
it's
It's a
15
lot.
because we counted it earlier.
Yeah, it's 15. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was
So
15.
I
But they
have
don't have to be humongous. You got to
no,
remember
they're not.
that.
So there's only going to be two large ones. The Flex overall will be a large one, and then the overall show will be a large one. I don't know. There's a lot of trophies. So, but it's fine. I just have to get some more parts. But Amanda, I think is tracking those down for me because pretty much that's what I said. If I have all the parts, I can do them all in one day. I just don't have time to track down parts. So she is going to do that. But we are going
Do
to be
I
running.
need to do I need to make a trip tomorrow up to Arts?
Well, she's supposed to be getting stuff from Arts. So I don't think
When is
so.
she
But
going to
if
get it
you,
for you?
I don't know yet. I need to message her. Are you off tomorrow?
Well, I still need to talk to Art,
I took off tomorrow.
so that we can.
I don't go back to work until Friday.
What I really need are those, he don't think he does much pinions. I would love those pinions and the Ys that have the hole on the top. You know what I'm talking about? What are those called? The Ys. That I have the
That you
Ys.
have the little tokens in the middle?
The Ys?
No, I don't think I'll do tokens probably for the Flex, but I don't know that I'm gonna do
I'm
them
talking about, is
for.
that the part you're talking about?
You're
No,
talking about the arms,
I think so. They go
like
in a
a
pinion.
rocker arm or something,
The
No,
carrier?
it goes
or the.
not a pinion. I'm an idiot. It's a piston.
Oh,
Oh,
The
yeah,
piston.
the rods.
the piston
Yeah.
rod.
Yeah.
They look kind of like a Y.
It's not a Y, but it is the part that goes around the crank.
That part. Right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the ones that I got made the other day. So they're pretty small.
Yeah.
So I love those too, but I don't know if like those gears.
Timing gears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I sent her a picture of things that I would like. She's going to ask Art and then a junkyard guy that she knows, and then one other person. So, but if not, I'll message her tomorrow and find out. Because if not, yeah, if you want to go up there and pick out short things, Stacy. I don't need any long stuff. Trying to make them short. That's why the
Dustin's
pinions.
like, all right,
All right,
I got all
I'm
the
in.
short
I'm
stuff
in.
you can have.
I got
Finally.
I got this. Yeah, it just needs to be a handful, Stacy. Just a handful.
I don't know what a handful is, but I'll use my fist to figure it out. Because, yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know what to do with my hands. Anyway, yes. So we are
If
going to be running.
if I can't use my hands, I don't know what to do with it. So,
Damn.
But the bam,
Bam!
I think it's from 10. I think you can start setting up at 10, and it goes until 4. But the pod or the flex ramp will be there. We'll be running it from like 1 to 3 ish. I think awards are at 3:30. So we'll get there a little bit before 1 because we
And,
actually had some stuff already planned Sunday, so we
Yeah,
can't. We
in
can't
worst
do that at the very
case,
beginning.
if need to, I can ask Scotty if he can pick up the ramp, if he's able to.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So
If he's able to, we'll figure it out. But
yeah, we'll figure it all out. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. But yeah.
if not,
So
if we're not able to get Art's ramp, even though that's what we're working on doing, and he said that we could use it.
Yeah, he just doesn't know
still
that
have
he's
ours.
dropping off.
So.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But his is a lot wider, longer,
better angle, a little thicker. It doesn't jump over whenever you get to the tip of it like ours does. Ours is for people who don't have that much flex. The people that have a lot of flex, we need more. We need more ramp. Just a little bit.
We're working on it.
We are working on it.
Yep.
But
Mike gave us a quote. We just got to come up with the funds.
Yep. It'll be fine. I don't even want to know. Just don't tell me yet.
No, you don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
We're like, can we?
I know you're sending that guy to get us the discount, and then he says the price. I was like, okay.
Well, what we'll do is we'll buy $100 here and $100 there. See if that works.
I like how it was like, all talkative in the chat, and then he's like, "Oh, here's the price. Just let me know when you're ready." And then it's just crickets ever since then.
I guess we're like, oh, we're too
And
poor for that.
crickets.
Give us a
Sorry,
minute.
Mike.
Sorry, buddy.
Just wait a little bit
Yeah,
longer
just hold
so
on.
we can.
We're
we,
too broke for that.
we need
gotta
to.
get
No.
We need to
gotta
wait
get
for the
a.
OnlyFans to kick off first.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is
We need
I'm
to
getting
get a.
closer. I'm getting closer to OnlyFans since I accidentally mooned Dan. Sorry, Dan. I'm gonna go ahead and tell the world that. Get it out of the way
Dan
right
got a
now.
free show, didn't he?
Dan got a free show. He owes me $10. I'm pretty sure. At least.
He owes me $10.
Whatever an OnlyFans fee is.
Yeah, $10 a month.
Yeah. So I absolutely had to pee so badly. And for all you women out there who know how bad it sucks to pee on the trail, I thought I was in a safe place. And I was not in a
Her safe
place.
place was in Dan's
The
field of
side of
view.
a mountain.
Well, so we were driving up, and we drove up Little Moab, and we got through all the rocks. And she's like, "I'm gonna pull over here,
Oh,
right
that's
here
when
by
Stacy and I were trying to. We were
Right-
driving
Yes.
up and down the creek.
yeah,
doing our own thing.
right here by the side. Like I'm gonna go up the side because there was
I'm
only
gonna
people
park my
behind.
Jeep sideways. Yeah.
Sideways. So like, there's only people gonna be coming up. They're not gonna be coming down. And then, but where she pulled over, like there's still hills to go. So Dan had just kept going up the hills, and we pulled over. We didn't know he was up there. And then she squatted down to pee, and I was sitting in the Jeep, and I heard something. I was like, "Wait!" And then, like, "Oh shit, there's Dan!" And then she stood up and was like, looking around.
Because I again did not realize Dan could be coming from the front of my vehicle. So I was peeing with my butt at the front. So I was peeing looking down, making sure no one was coming, right? I didn't realize. So Dustin said, "Oh, Dan is coming." I'm like, "Oh, like I don't see him. Holy shit." So I stand up, bare butt to Dan, and then I turn around. Still naked.
Don't pull up your pants. Just butt naked.
No, just stand up and turn
No,
around.
because I didn't want him to see my front. I thought he was in the back. So I was trying to hurry up and get up and pull my pants up, and I would rather him saw my butt, but instead I got to show him everything, and it was
Yeah.
horrible.
Dan got to see the front and the back. It's fine.
So then I couldn't get my pants up, so I'm standing there with my pants gripped and my shirt like this, just trying to. And then I was just like, at this point, what do I do? Just go on, just hurry up. Just, don't look at me.
So that's one way to progress your relationship with Dan.
That's right.
No. And I remember Justin's trying to make me feel better, and he's like, I think he's in the medical field, so I'm sure he sees it all the time. So I'm like, yeah, Dan.
I mean, he had a
That's made me feel
stethoscope
better.
on the side of his Jeep, so I was like, maybe
He's
he
like-
doesn't, you know, that's probably okay.
I'm like, thanks for reminding me that that's what's made me feel better because you're in a medical field. He's like, I'm in IT. I'm like,
It's his daughter that's in the medical field.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I missed that part. It's horrible. Sorry, Dad.
It's funny. We hadn't talked about it all day yesterday, and then last night we've been laying in bed for like an hour. I thought she was already asleep. That she sat up. She's like, "I just can't believe Dan saw my butt," and I was like, "Seriously? Just freaking let it go. It's over." It's been like 2 days ago.
I'm
Dan's
traumatized.
probably already forgot.
He's probably already forgot.
I know.
about
And then I tried to
not
say,
now.
no. And
Not
then
now.
I said, you know, it's only you saw mine. You have to show me yours. It's the only way it's going to make it better. He said no. I'm like, well, it was nice knowing you, Dan.
We can't be
Yeah, look
friends no
at-
more.
Dan, you're being
No.
removed from WKN. Sorry about that. But
Oh, who was it today? It was someone. Who was it? That was on my book today. Oh, it was Mary, Andre. Yeah. And I said, and I was talking about the trip, and of course, and I said, oh, and just so you know, if there's any, I'm like, because I'm sure we're gonna be talking about it, that I accidentally mooned someone. It was not on purpose, and I don't have an OnlyFans.
what'd she have to
Yeah.
say about that?
She laughed like it was nobody's. It was really funny. Yeah. I'm like, just in case there gets a rumor out that Sylvia's just naked in front of everybody on purpose, it was definitely an accident.
Like, I haven't seen Sylvia half naked.
No, because I try not to be a naked. Promise. So
Got to pee
bad.
one time on the trail.
I had
and
to pee.
that's what
Well,
happened.
I'll never pee on that damn trail again.
She's gonna pee on herself.
Oh my gosh.
Just
I
have to get
told, I said,
just have to get depends where
I have
from
to
now
buy one
on
of those
just
shiwis
She's
go.
now
gonna
because
stay in the back from now on. She'll never lead again after that.
that wasn't even me leading. So this is the thing
Yeah,
is
we
I
were
was
like
actually last.
we were
I was
last or
supposed to be
fourth in
last.
line or something. We thought everybody had already gone down.
Well, because I went up and I came
Oh, that was
down
just going
and
up and down the hill.
Yeah.
right, I had came down
Oh.
and I was going to pee by that big yellow machine. And then
Uh-huh.
Brian, so this is actually Brian's fault. Thanks, Brian. And then Brian said, "Hey, go up again. I want to get you on video." But I had already told my bladder that we didn't have to hold it anymore. And I was going to pee in like 3 minutes. So then I immediately was like, oh God, I don't know if I
gotta
can
pee.
even make it up. I have to pee right now. So by the time I got to the top, I told us, I'm like, I can't get back to, I have to pee right now. And so, yeah, it's Brian's fault. Brian, you owe me $10. Someone owes you $10. It's fine.
It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
It's horrible. But so yeah, any other woman that has accidentally mooned people, I feel your pain so badly right now. Look at my cheeks, like I'm so embarrassed. Yeah, I told us I'm like I'm gonna have to get one of those shiwis now. I think that I kept thinking those were super weird, but I don't know what else. I'll just never be on the show again.
Just get you a shiwi and then put it out through like the zipper hole. And you just walk around and pee wherever you want.
Oh
You
my
don't have
gosh.
to squat all the way. Yeah.
No, you don't have to squat. You just go, and then it just drips out. It's like a
Well, okay, so
funnel.
that's what was wrong too, is that, my pants were freaking down and I'm squatting and then I'm trying to pull them up and I couldn't get my front because I was somehow underneath my butt.
You know, it'd be
Your
cool
pants were all crossed
if
up.
they made
Everything was wrong.
if they made a shiwi that like bolted up down there or whatever, like
Bolted up.
strapped on. But then whenever you put it through your zipper, then the front part of the funnel, looked like an actual thing. And then there'd be all the girls just walking around with their things hanging out, and like, what is going
What is
on here?
happening? So weird. What?
Only you, Dustin.
I know.
That's fine.
That would be funnier if it was like
That's a new
garden
patent.
hoses or something. Yeah. Oh,
So,
but yeah, so that happened. Hopefully I can
yay.
get over it now.
So yeah, for the event on Saturday, post the flyer
Yes, we will.
For
on here with
Sunday.
the address and all
Sunday.
that stuff.
Sunday, yeah.
Because I'm not for sure where.
It's in Indiana somewhere. I have been so like
Sellersburg, I think.
stressed with other things that I'm like, I will
Yeah,
have to
because it's
actually
not
worry
here in
about
Louisville.
where it is.
It's
Yeah.
up into Indiana.
Like I will actually worry about where it is the day before. Yeah, Sellersburg.
In
At the American
Indiana.
Legion. Yeah, at the American Legion. It's $20 for the show and $10 for the flex ramp. 100% of the raffles and silent auction and car show entries, all that stuff, all those proceeds will benefit the family. And it's not just Jeeps, it's all cars. So I believe that you're doing motorcycles too, but I wasn't asked to do a motorcycle trophy, so I'm also slightly worried. I don't have any motorcycle parts.
We'll
Are
just
they
reach out to her and ask her.
Yeah, because I don't have any of those parts. So
Thomas
maybe
might. We do have two
Thomas will
motorcycles.
donate his motorcycle for the best
trophy.
for the best motorcycle trophy.
Actually, I think it's a Dodge. I think he'll donate a Dodge.
I would probably do that.
You get a free Dodge Ram 1500.
And hopefully it'll make it.
All right, just don't get it in what,
Oh,
third?
we'll make it. We'll pull it up there.
Yeah, it'll make it. You still have overdrive, so
Yeah, it'll be great.
just drive
It'll be
slow and you
Yeah, and you'll be fine.
keep it in fourth gear and you'll be good.
That's right.
Oh, poop. So we've already surpassed our 30 minutes. You guys think of anything else we need to talk about before we go? We're obviously gonna have a good time next week talking about it all.
Next
Hopefully by
week's
then we
gonna
can
be
process
long.
it all.
Next week will be a long
We
one.
could talk about Dan seeing your butt again.
Oh, that'll
I'm
come
hope-
up for sure. We already know. That's
Need
going to
to
be a
get it
bullet
out.
point. Dan
I
seeing
need
Sylvia's butt.
anybody who has accidentally mooned someone. What do you even call
Or
it
on
from the
purpose.
front,
Or
though?
on purpose. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Like,
Tell me the story below in the comments. What's it called with the front? That's what I told Dustin. I'm like, I don't even know what I did to him because he just got a full frontal. I don't even know. I said thank God my boobs were covered, or I would just probably literally
At
throw
that point, you
myself
might as well have
down
been
the mountain.
naked.
I was gonna
That's
say,
what I said. I just throw myself down the mountain.
yeah.
You didn't have your overalls on and you could cover yourself.
So I was telling Scotty and Dustin, I was like, thank God I
like
wasn't in a onesie
like a
because
onesie, or I had to like
yeah, like
unzip
those
things
jumper
completely
things that
off.
you have to get completely naked to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you
Oh
would
my
not be smart
God.
wearing one of those on the
Well,
trail
I don't
anyway. But
understand
No.
women's, like, why wouldn't women's clothing just come with like a zipper down there where you don't have to take off your entire freaking outfit to go pee? Like, that makes zero sense to me. But whatever.
Like a butt flap.
Yes.
Maybe that's what I'll
Like
start wearing. A butt flap.
butt flaps is what you need, and then you gotta pee. All right, I'm gonna unbutton the two things. It's like those pajamas. They have the flaps. You just put those in.
All Sylvia's trail clothes are going to have a zipper from her belly button all the way around. So
Yeah.
she can't move nobody. All she has to do is jump and
I'm
flap her legs together.
traumatized. And then what's worse though is he thought he had his. I hope he's not telling a fib, but he said, "Oh my God, I have it on my GoPro," and I was like, "What?" And then he got down. He's like, "Actually, I thought I turned it on, but I'd actually turned it off. So that was God. Thank you."
Has
I bet
anybody gone through the footage on his
Dan's probably getting
pictures?
OnlyFans money from this already. He probably
Yep.
posted it instantly.
I'm like,
You've got like 1 million views.
I'm gonna need your SD card because I have to swallow it now. Like, oh my gosh, that's so bad.
Man, that's funny.
I know. I'm so embarrassed. You hear my dog? She's whining so. Oh, but yes. So I guess make sure you guys come back next week because then we're gonna actually discuss all the fun stuff with our friends who was there. And
Yes.
yeah, it's a really great park. It's big and hopefully we can get kind of in depth for anybody who is interested because I definitely want to go back. You guys want to go
Oh
back,
yeah,
right?
it's definitely on
Yeah.
top of the list.
Not in the rainy season, but yes.
Yes. I know I was already trying to look for the next 30-day weekend and it's Labor Day. And I was like, okay, we're going. But then I looked back and realized that it's literally the week after Invasion. So we can't go nowhere. Because I was even like, oh my gosh, I'm off. But I forgot that I took off for Invasion. So it's actually wrong. So that was a buzzkill. Like pulling out, thinking, okay, we're gonna go ahead and book our next thing.
Now she feels like every guy when they pull out.
Disappointed.
And on that note,
Exactly. Sorry.
Bye,
I don't even have a response for that.
I don't even.
I don't even know what to say now.
I love you long time.
That's what
Right.
All right, we're gonna need to shut this crap off. It's
All
fine.
right. Bye, guys.
Bye. See
See you
y'all next
See y'all next
week.
week.